are live. I believe we are live. Alrighty. Can I shrink OBS? Oh, I can. Okay. But it doesn't exactly suit that well. Alright. So... Alright, yeah. There's movement. Good. So this one, oh, I haven't changed what the stream's called. I don't know if I can. I'm not sure. Oh, there you go. Edit. Okay, we're calling the stream, I guess, test stream. No. Testing plugins. People blog. All right. Okay, so I have a new plugin called Spire, which is not new. If you watched his channel, the latest, maybe 2 videos ago, 3 videos ago, I don't know. I already mentioned it, but Spire is a very well-known synth for EDM. They have like all the popular faces in the front page. Now it's my sound. Yeah, let's see if there's chats. It's not bad. like that. I like that. What was that? Oh, whatever. So chaotic, like you don't even know if I'm playing it correctly. Let's let's put in some drums. Mic louder? Okay. I don't want to have my speakers bleed into the mic that much, so if it bleeds too much, let me know. Or should I just turn my volume lower? Or the computer volume? Okay. Let's run it down. Oh. Perfect tempo. That's good. I don't talk much. That's usually why I don't do live videos. That's why I don't really do the live. Let's remix a song. Just because I don't really talk much. There's not much to say. Most of the time I'm like doing this, literally just figuring out which sound I want and stuff. let's let this go in a loop. Let's send it to a mixer track real quick. So I can adjust volume. I do speak pretty quiet too, so I can speak louder if need to, but generally I'm a quiet speaker. I don't like that loop. No, not Fruity Dance. I want Fruity Dance. I want Fruity Dance to be there. That one. I think I wanted about 135. When you hear drums like that, you're just expecting a bass. So let's start with bass. Ooh, it's kind of loud. Let's try that. Let's start with that. We'll use G. We'll use G. Lower. I don't know if I like the progression. It's not progression. The I don't know what you call it. Notation, I guess. I think something like. So it's gonna be the upbeat style. Uplifting. Uplifting style bass. It's kind of weird. Not bad. Dang. Sorry, I gotta send this email quick. So I need to get a COVID test tomorrow. I feel fine though. So don't worry. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure I don't have it. Ooh, what? Let's see that. So there's too much bass happening at once. And that's from this, actually. Yeah, cut off around 62. Can I make this sharper? How would I do that? I don't know yet. So let's move on. Let's add another spire. And I think we'll go for like a underlaying bass. Let's try that for now. Lower? No. Alright, there's a reason why I'm doing that. I'm gonna sidechain that bass line there. Oh, that's not what I want. This is the kick I always use to sidechain, so I like it a lot. We'll send that to a channel right away, and we'll sidechain. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. This needs to be sent. Sidechain to this one. So, new pattern, we'll have every quarter note with a kick. Oh, I didn't do it good. I want it to be pretty heavy sidechaining. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna use that synth, so let's change that synth. I need to start labeling this. It's gonna drive me crazy. Base 4. And this one is Barracuda. Okay. Let's add another Spire. This is usually how I make music. I just use presets. I don't necessarily make my own synths. Just because I don't really have time, or my knowledge isn't as great as others. That one's very soft. Oh, I can't do chords in this. Velocity. Oh, my patterns aren't labeled. Hold on, let me do that real quick. So pattern 1 is two. Pattern 3 is my sidechain, I'm sure. What breakbeat DJ inspired you to be a breakbeat? So, DJ KTman was definitely, I think, the one that inspired me the most. I think it kind of tells. I mean, my name's DJ KTman. Did I just say KTman? Did I just say it by myself? No, DJ Tin Man was the person that inspired me the most. That's why my name is kind of DJ KT Man, and I guess my DJ name has a ring to it. But KT Man, KT Man, yeah, I got stuff. Tin Man, definitely was probably when I first heard it. I was like, this is what I want to do. But during that, I think is that during that me learning or discovering the genre, I listened to a lot of DJ Gretty, DJ Curvy, um, DJ Ghost Child for sure. Ghost Child was like right there, you know, on the top charts for me. But those are the ones that inspired me, and then as I started to get into um, this genre and making music, learning how to do it in like my senior year of high school, uh, I the genre, I guess it slowly started dying, I suppose, back then, because like when I started to actually learn about more and more about the how to produce music and stuff like that, uh, I didn't hear much about the genre anymore, and I wasn't involved in the community like I am now. I still am not involved that much, but I just discovered the community, I guess, at this point. And if I knew this community existed and this genre was loved so much, I probably wouldn't have quit, and I probably would have continued music itself. Now I'm a filmmaker, so like the music side of things definitely helped out my filming side of things. I don't make music for movies, but uh, I do sound for movies and stuff like that. And being detail oriented as a DJ lets you or allows you to do that much easier. But I guess to answer your question, Tin Man, Gretty, and Ghost Child is definitely my inspirations for pursuing this genre specifically. But I think also to pursue music as well. I think I wouldn't have really pursued music if I didn't love this genre. So there you go. Well, let's listen to this first. It needs to progress up. Then it needs to keep going. I think we'll do it like that. It needs to be higher. Then it gets to its peak. Yeah, Tin Man. And I'm glad they're still doing what they're doing. I'm glad I'm glad the community loves this genre so much. That's actually what brought me back into music production again. Section right there. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess what brought me back was the fact that I started putting out the old albums again on my channel, just mainly for me. I didn't expect it to grow like that, for people to love that I was doing that. Because, like I said, I didn't know much about the community. What now? Okay. I've gone past 4 bars. Now I have to recreate that, but with max velocity. We'll rename that 1. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, a lot of people, I guess, discovered me from me doing that. So it's a happy accident, I guess we'll call it. This is two. So I think I want um that to have insanely more delay. So let's put H delay in and send that to it. Maybe first. Oh, I can hear it already. Also, I think I want another synth under that, kind of a lead type synth. Let's try one of these. What's next upload? When? I don't know. I need to do that. That song is rather difficult to remix, in my opinion, at least. I think mainly because I'm rather busy. You know, I go to school and I work and stuff like that. So, uh, inspiration is probably there for me to do it, but I think idea-wise, I don't have enough ideas to really see out what I might be thinking, or I just don't have any ideas in general. So it might be a slower process, but who knows? I finished "Wanna Be with Me" in like, what is it, 5 days worth, 5 days worth, 5 videos worth, and it turned out pretty good. But I did progress further in that, like each day compared to Beautiful Things. And Beautiful Things. So I have this thing where like I think I mentioned it in the video a little bit. I kind of try to keep the original theme of the song, uh, and the specific one I'm remixing is the very progressive one. I forget what the entire title is called, but it's very progressive. It's very chilled, and you know that's the one everyone loves also. But I feel like I want to maintain that, but I also feel like I should change it up a little bit, which it's kind of slowly happening. It's slowly evolving into me changing in the type of feel of the whole song. And being breakbeat, you know, breakbeat is usually pretty club-like. Sometimes you kind of lean towards that a little bit, especially if the tempo is, you know, a bit high. So, but I remix all types of things. I'm more in the lines of ambient and chilled type genres. So we'll see what happens with it. But I do want to finish it before New Year, which I should be doing it now instead of doing this, right? So we'll see what happens. there's a lot of things I want to release in the year. I want to release my short film, and I want to release that. Hopefully, I finish it by then. This is called uplifting. Try that. Oh, my short films? I've only really made one that I'm really proud of. That's my latest one. My plan is to release it the new year. So it will, I think I'll release on this channel also. Otherwise, it will be on my other channel. But yeah, January 1st, hopefully. Not hopefully, I think I will do it. It's not like, you know, something's holding me back to release it, but I think that's the idea so far. I was gonna do it in March 4th because that would make it the 3rd year anniversary of when we started production, but I don't think I'm gonna do that, just because that's an extra 3 months. So right now it's in the film festival circuits, and most of the film festivals, not most, but I guess some, they require you to make sure it's not viewable for the public yet. So that's why it's not public. I do share it to people to watch, just, you know, because it's not like I'm making money off it. Short films, there really isn't money through short films, so yeah, I like that. We'll copy this. To here, we'll paste, except I don't want max velocity, and then we'll just transition that. We'll start around 500 or so. What state do I live in? I live in Missouri. Southwest Missouri, so I'm about an hour and a half away from Arkansas. Maybe right here. Maybe right there. I'll put like a melody of something. We'll keep using Spire because that's what the video is titled. This is G major. And then play loop. Oh no! Stupid, stupid. Not bad. We'll keep that. We'll name this. We'll just do that. Make it simple. Should I play this live? Sure, why not? Well, I forgot what I'm doing. Oh, nope. That was terrible. know if that transitions well, but I like the melody. But we'll keep it. We'll keep the, yeah. Might add in like a different part of the song, or whatever. More Spire. So I apologize if these are like super loud. That's just some of them, especially the bass. I don't need bass, so it sounds like a basses. Just ignore the leads. We'll do something different. That's real trance-like, yeah. That's like the Baby Boy signature synth right there. Yeah, I do take requests. I don't know when I can get to it. I don't know when I can actually like remix it. A lot of people request songs for me to remix. I take a look at it and I determine if I can actually do it. If like my ability is good enough to do it. But yeah, go ahead. Like shoot me a song you think I should probably remix, and I'll probably do it. The first two songs that I remixed, the first two videos that I made that I remixed, it was actually requests. Well, except Icon, I guess. No, the K-pop one wasn't a request, but I wanted to make that series, and I asked a bunch of Facebook friends, or not friends, but on my news feed, and I was like, I want to remix a K-pop song. What song do you recommend? And they're like, do this one. I was like, okay, sure. Then after that, you know, the second one, which is Wanna Be With Me, is also a request. And I was like, oh, I remember this song. So I was like, we'll see if I can do something to it. I have like probably 5 songs people have requested for me to remix. Beautiful Things is not one of them. I saw it on the acapellas like list somewhere that people allowed download, and I was like, I'll try this song, you know. I'll try it. I've tried a lot of different songs, so if you watch my previous video for Let's Remix a Song, the very last part I was remixing Cool Your Engines, and I was gonna make that the video, but I was like, maybe not, because I don't know how far I'll get to it. I don't know when it'll happen, or if I'll do it, or if I have any ideas for it. So yeah, you're saying I'm the only active breakbeat channel on YouTube. Was there anyone active before me? Was like, you know, the other artists making remixes? So I know the YouTube sensation was growing big right about the time the genre was slowing down. So I don't know if anyone was trying to pull that off. I was kind of trying to pull that off a long time ago, but I didn't know how to do it. I wasn't a video guy yet. I was still an audio guy, a sound guy. And I didn't know anything about videos. And I didn't know anything when I moved back to Missouri about 6 years ago, probably 7 years ago. I didn't know anything. I didn't know what HD was. Like, I didn't know what resolution was. And so, you know, if I knew it back then, I probably would have utilized the video aspect to create videos and maybe continue doing this to this day. Let's recreate the basis. So let's not recreate, but let's change it. Change it. God, I can't speak properly right now. Let's make a progression. So we'll do the classic pop progression that, oh no, that's not it. This is it. Yep, that's it right there. I took the decade off and now it's back. I suppose so. The throwback album was amazing. I'm glad I was a huge part of that. Not huge, but I'm glad I was a part of that. And I'm glad like everyone like still supports this genre. You know, it's a very niche genre we have here. But, you know, sometimes the niche stuff is what we tend to like the most. Like me liking trance for a long time, you know, not a lot of people like trance, except maybe, you know, some of my cousins here. The Asian community, I guess, like trance, you know, quite a bit. But they would essentially like fade out of trance too. And they're like, yeah, we're into hip hop now, or we like this now, or whatever. So Me, I've always been into trance. I've always been into the EDM culture, but trance has always been like my calling, I guess, the thing I love the most. Even though I like never created a trance song, because I guess I like breakbeats more, but I like combining breakbeats with trance. So does that work? Should I use that progression? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, this year, I guess is when I noticed everyone's like breakbeats again, and people met me through this channel because I was posting up, those breakbeat albums, and they're like, Hypnotica still up, well not still up, it's on Facebook, and I was like, oh really? So I joined Hypnotica, and I was like, oh, it's nice to see people still kind of like this, right? And then I think I don't know who told me about the throwback page, or maybe I just found it, maybe. And then that was like super active. It's so active. I can't believe how active it is. And I'm like, this is amazing. It's like they not just put breakbeats, but they put trance songs, old 90s trance that we all love, that we all remixed and stuff like that. But yeah, I even literally this year, despite the year going the way it has, I mean, everyone hates this year. Um, I looked back at my old albums, and I was like, or old remixes and albums, not albums, just the album I attempted. I was like, this isn't bad, Like, I don't know why I quit. It's pretty good. I think back then I had like a standard that I wanted to keep up with. And my standard was never, kept. I never was like, oh, this is perfect, this is great, which is like that in the artistic world. It's never complete. Um, it's just, I guess, released. That's what happened with my volume 2. My volume 2, I was making it, and if you guys like watched the video or listened to it or read the description, I lost the FL Studio projects, but I kept exporting them to listen to in my car, and then it eventually, I lost it all, and I was like, I don't know what to do now. I'll try to continue maybe, but it's impossible. It was very different. Like, it was using acapellas. Their songs was using live set recently. Oh, okay. Oh, that was probably the throwback album. Unless he did an actual live set, he's spinning. But yeah, I submitted "Wanna Be with Me" to that album, and he just released that album live. It was all mixed already. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, back then, I kept hearing like DJs, I guess in the West Coast, would keep, putting my remixes up on their sets. Um, Jay, looks like you're Hmong, right? So I remixed Minong from Southern Rush. a long time ago, which I don't really like that song, but it was requested for me to remix, and I did it. And that was probably my most popular remix I did. And uh, and I think every time I play on my sets, like on the clubs, like, and I only DJ for like the Hmong people, like that's the gigs I ever got, and they would just like sing along. First time a buddy of mine heard it, right? We're just DJing. I was DJing for fun, and I put that on. He's like, and that song was very popular back then. What, 2009, 2010, and he was like, dude, I guarantee you, if you play this song at the club with a bunch of Hmong people, they're gonna sing along. And boy, was he right. It was pretty crazy. And then like maybe a little bit later, like someone was recording the Hmong DJ playing at the club in LA or whatever in California, and my song was playing. I was like, oh, interesting, nice. I guess they really do like this song. Yeah, it's somewhere in my YouTube channel. It's hidden in there somewhere. So if you just type Minong and spell it, I guess the Hmong way, MINOOG, I think, Minong, with DJ Kitty Man, then you'll see it. And then that was my most popular remix. And then my second most popular remix was Taeyang's song "Wedding Dress." Is it pronounced Taeyang? I don't know how to pronounce it. And that was pretty popular. I might have been one of the first DJs to remix it. I'm so like if you know me as a person, I'm very critical on sound. And first time I heard Taeyang's "Wedding Dress," it's just the original. And when the piano started playing, I was like, the first thing I said to my cousin was, "That's not how a grand piano sounds." God, I'm such an asshole. Yeah, yeah. Let's keep this one simple. Let's just make something and put notes in and see what we get. Just cruising, huh? You want me to remix that song? I'll write that down. Funnily, maybe a few weeks ago, I was listening to Tinman's new remix of that, I guess, and I was like, maybe I should give this one a modern twist. Just cruising. That song, I think a while ago I would have probably remixed it back in the days when it was popular, but everyone remixed that song, and I was like, it's kind of overkill now. But maybe I can put a modern twist to it. I don't know if there's an acapella for it or anything like that. I probably don't want to keep the syncopated synths they have in there, just because that's what everyone loves about the song. But every remix, if it has it, is it that unique? Oh yeah. So I kind of want to make that extremely reverbed as well. I want to use a different verb. Um, I normally would use Reverb 2 from FL Fruity's Reverb 2, but I want something different. So we'll use Native Instruments. So these, so I don't know if you guys know about music world, but the reason why I'm adding these reverbs to a different channel and sending channels to it, it's usually how it's done in the actual analog world. Because adding reverb to an actual track will add actual delay to it. So, the Hmong breakbeat DJs going up. I don't know any Hmong breakbeat people. My cousin, who's DJ Toy, I don't know if you know who DJ Toy is. He's the one who introduced me to really all of this. He no longer does it, just because he's got wife and kids now, and stuff like that. But he actually officially quitted, and then he makes another song after he said he quit, right? Because we all do that. And that's all I know. A bunch of my other cousins, it was like a cool phase for a bit. Like they would jump into it. That was when like pirating FL Studio was like the biggest thing in the world, right? So everyone would pirate it, and then maybe toy around with it for like 2 weeks and then stop. But I don't know any other breakbeat artists that is Hmong that's out there. Because I think the Hmong community, we tend to... Hip-hop is always a big genre with us. Yeah, we love trance. People like trance, but I never really met people who are super hardcore into trance. I might know a few, like my cousins and them. They actually go to like EDC all the time. But that's the only thing that I know about them and why they love trance. Like I don't hear, like I don't see Facebook posts of them putting up like a trance song from YouTube or something like that, you know. So I don't know. The Hmong community is a little weird, anyways. Like I think because we're still new to United States, our first instinct is survival still, and you know, obviously to get married and have kids. You know, being Hmong, that's how it is. No. Actually, let's have a fourth bar. Man, that's a lot of reverb. That's like reverb to the next level. This is starting to sound like Terminator. I like that stuff I'm getting. That's right, Jerry. Ask questions. Ask away. Makes me talk. I don't mind talking. I like talking. It says there's only 2 people watching, so I think it's just you and me. Oh no, never mind. It's my favorite shoe, left or right? I don't know, man. That's a hard decision. Boy, can't live without the other, right? So this part over here is starting to sound different from the beginning here. But I think I'll transition well. What were you saying about the sends and reverb delays? So in the analog world, I worked on actual big consoles like you see in sound studios, and you will send a certain channel to an actual audio unit, and then that will send the effect back. And that's what I'm doing here. And with these specific plugins here, they are pretty high processing. I guess they're not that high processing, but they act like they actually would in real life. So if I add it to here, so I'm going to just edit. Let me cut these off real quick. I'm just gonna add it to this synth here. So if I want the reverb, when I press play, it's gonna be a while before you actually hear the inputs of the notes. And it sounds very different. People would potentially, like, you know, change the wetness and dryness of the reverb itself, but that also takes up more processing power. And if you're an audio engineer, you know that processing power is very important. For the most part, I actually put reverbs on the actual tracks, like, but only reverb 2, wherever it is. Reverb 2, or Fruity Loops reverbs itself. That doesn't cause delay. But that's what that is. So that's why you'll see me sending reverbs and delays over here. And it allows you to share your whatever effects you're using. I could do more. I can do like a flanges or some. I don't have like the powerful ones here, but we use Fruity Loops, for example. Like I want a flanger, you know, and I want this to be only wet because it's a send now, so I can send it there and then we'll hear it, you know. Flanger is kind of it's a plugin that you don't hear that much, I guess, unless you really listen to it or they over exaggerated it. One thing about doing the sends is so you have to think about actual physics in a sense. Just sending more of the signal into other channels, and the channels are being sent out to the output. So it will get louder as you continue doing that. Like if you have one channel going to like 10 other channels, it'll be loud. But that's what that is. And the previous FL Studio used to have a section dedicated to that. I don't know if what I did right here is the correct way, like splitting it, separating it, but I did it so I would know itself. So, like, I don't know if, yeah, okay, it does work like that. There you go. I don't even worry about that anymore. I have a lot of stuff already. I don't have any pads yet. I usually start with pads first. Interesting. Just infinite reverb there. So each synth has their own reverb and effects stuff. So like, if you're not satisfied with it, you usually add more. For example, Harmless. Harmless has its own. Let's just choose a plugin. But I don't like Harmless's reverb and delay. So every time I do it, if it's there in the preset, it might be okay. But I would probably just turn it off and then send my own reverb to it. But Spire is pretty good, so. presets. There are no pads in this one? Okay. That sounded just like the one I just had. Except less aggressive, I guess. So, cut off. We'll save it just because I might use it later. Ooh, yeah. So are you guys any musicians or anything like that? Or you guys just listen to the genre? I never really met people who like the genre that to just like it and just listen to it that much. Maybe a few, but then they knew like aspects of music and they really liked, music creation. Or either I actually never met another person that did breakbeat because I live here in Missouri and I don't think anyone here did it. I mean, just talking about trance, people are like, what is that? I grew up in Wisconsin, and in a kind of big city, Madison, Wisconsin, and people were still like, what is that? And then moved down here when I was 17, and people were even more like, what is that? But you'll be surprised. There's a few of them like, oh man, I love trance, But those are like the minorities, like the Hispanics or whatever. So they probably know that. They probably know what rave is. And I always try to explain it's kind of like that. And of course, we always say it's like techno, but different. That's always the answer that comes out in the end. I don't know what to do next. I think we'll do that noise that I found earlier. We're just gonna name this noise. Not noise. No. None of that. And then send that up here. I'm gonna stream for an hour and 30 minutes. Interesting. But what do you guys think about me going live like this? I've been thinking about doing it for a while now, but never really did it. Usually because I'm like, I need to do homework instead. Wave glow sticks, yeah. That sounds like most of us, the Hmong people. Stream for sure? Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll try to do it. Do it more for sure. I also didn't do it because I thought, if you know what OBS is. OBS is the software I'm using to stream. You probably know if you like see people stream video games. But I thought OBS tends to have trouble with my interface here, which is the Focusrite Sapphire Pro 4D, and I thought for some reason that it won't accept my inputs for my microphones because it's a 8 input interface, and OBS likes, I think, only stereo, like 2. Because I have another interface, the Scarlett Solo from Focusrite as well. That's brand new. Bought it like a few weeks ago, and it works with that fine. Like, but then like today I was like just testing it and it worked, and I was like, oh wow, okay. But audio wise, not audio wise, output wise, it still doesn't like it. So in FL Studio, I'm not using the actual Sapphire. I'm using my default mother or audio sound card. If I want to use my Sapphire, I click Sapphire, and it says Sapphire here because by default that's what the Sapphire comes out of. So it's like sending audio to my Sapphire still, and it's receiving the audio at the same time. It's like stupid. OBS doesn't like Sapphire Pro for some reason, and I've done a lot of research, and a lot of people say that's just it. It just doesn't like it, but it'll use like higher end stuff too, which is weird and stupid. So the only problem with the output, like it sounds fine, of course, especially for streaming and when I do my video recordings, but the problem is my sample rates here. If you guys probably aren't sound engineers, but sample rate, the higher the sample rate, the better buffer and quality, not quality, but buffer rate the CPU will use to send signal out. The more delay it is though, so the more like it will delay me pressing the key, and the sooner I'll hear it. So if I go lower sample rate, I can click this and I hear it much quicker, but then the processing power isn't enough. So there's that strange balance that is always very weird. And if you have a good computer, a good interface, you kind of keep it at like 512 buffer rate. So that's a struggle I go with, and there's been some workarounds here and there that everyone talks about. I tried it, but it didn't seem to work well for me, and I didn't really want to take the time to learn it. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. I wasn't gonna do it because this is oh, that's so long. This is generally the boring part of me doing something. Me making noise. Me making noise. I don't think OBS is my only option. It's the only option I know of that is pretty user friendly. That's the only reason why I really use it. And I can do a lot more than that, you know. Oh, I'm getting my master's degree in dramatic writing. It's literally called dramatic writing. It's focused on the film industry and theater, that type of writing. That's what it is. So it's film based, I suppose. And we want to sidechain it. Oh, HTML notebook, come on. Would Voicemeeter help anything? I don't think I know what Voicemeeter is. Go 4 to 1. Pretty high compression. Yeah, what is Voicemeeter? Workaround, basically, like you mentioned. Okay. I'm not sure. I'll probably take a look into it. There was this software, I guess you call it, that everyone used. I guess specifically FL Studio users. And it was for sale, but then I think the owner passed away a few years ago, and his family, they kept it. They just sent it free for everyone. So I tried that. It's very weird. It's very, the user interface is like very weird. It's very complex in a sense. Okay, I'll write that down. I'll write down my post-its instead. Voicemeeter. Yeah, if I can get someone to work, that'd be awesome. Sometimes my limitations with the Let's Remix a Song videos is because my buffer rates ran out, and I probably had to like do something else. So if that helps out, then that'd be awesome. Oh, okay. This noise is fading in and out. Yeah. I'm sorry, but that's not what I want. I'll just replace you with a regular one. Ah, no. And I don't need it that loud. Oh. That's fine. Whatever. It's definitely loud. Alright, we'll keep sidechain on for now. Create automation clip. Same thing, volume. So the way I work with the noise, I'm gonna call it noise. It's technically white noise, but we all know it as noise. What's what I want? I just sent a really long automation clip there, and I just automate the entire track with it. I find it a lot simpler, I think, for my workflow. This is Andrew filter. Oh. It's not the most accurate, I think, but I think it's I think it works fine. Then it needs to fade out. Volume kind of goes out before that, I guess. Kind of. cadence of that melody just that sounds like the Terminator, Terminator 2 soundtrack. But hey, you gotta get inspiration from somewhere, right? I mean, so I got my noise. I got a bunch of stuff. Well, I think I'm gonna call it for now. Thank you guys for joining me. I didn't expect. Yeah, Terminator 2. But thank you for joining me. Yeah, I didn't expect anyone to really join me. Uh, yeah, I will. I guess I will do more of these streams if you guys do enjoy it. And I don't know. This was just gonna be a test stream, really. And then I was like, I should might as well test my plugins out too. And this is what I created, I guess. So until next time, guys.